YouTube, what is good? It's your man Swintnation back again with another video, and today we're just going for a little ride to the spot that I've been to but never actually explored a million times, and this is in this city called Midland, Michigan. I'm adjusting my camera mount right now because this thing, I had to make sure y'all was tight. Y'all was looking a little silly, a little loose, so we testing out the new accessories that I installed in a previous video. This is my first, like, I guess, real ride exploring with the new setup. So hey man, I figure we'll kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, check out the Healy bars. This is gonna be a good test for those with the quad lock mount that I put on. I'll post a link somewhere around here where you can take a look at it. But yeah, we're going to this place in Midland, Michigan, which Midland, Michigan has a population of around 40,000 people, and we're gonna go check out the Tridge. And the Tridge is located in Midland, Michigan, as you can see. But yeah, I'm really curious because, like I said, Midland, Michigan has a population of around 40,000 people, and it connects where the Tridge is. It connects the Shiawassee River and the Tippecanoe River together. So we're just gonna go explore it and see what it's looking like. And I figured I would just take y'all for a little ride along. And it's just nice to get out here and explore and just enjoy the road.
We spend so much time working on these beautiful crafted machines and trying to get them personalized and exactly how we want, but then we don't ride them. Not this guy. Not this guy. Told y'all. I bought a gold wing because I wanted to eat up miles. Granted, this is just a short trip because I don't get a whole lot of time today, but that's still no excuse. But yeah, what y'all think about this GoPro view? I mean, this thing, what I like about it being right here, I don't know why I caught that a GoPro, it's a 360 mount. I like it right there because I can actually reach and, hit the record and stop button or, power off button. It's like within my reach. So I really like the placement of that because sometimes I don't want to record the entire time, but there may be a time where I pull up in the city and I want to just hit record. I can just lean forward, bong, and now I'm recording. So I feel like this mounting spot from the video right here, right there, as you see, is a great spot for being able to just capture a 360 view. And it just looks completely planted. And I'll post a link to, this little stem and this little mount that I got to work with the Insta360 down below in the comments, because I was trying to find something that would be strong enough. And I like this mount right here that's, that's holding the Insta360 because I think it's made out of aluminum, but it's not the plastic stuff. So I'm able to just, I guess, put more pressure or more torque on this screw over here because I don't feel like I'm gonna crack anything. But yeah, that thing, man, it's solid, and it low key kind of matches the bike.
What's going on? So while we're out exploring Midland, I gotta drop 5 wild facts on y'all about this city that you probably wouldn't have known or didn't know, but you will know after this. First up, this place is low-key a genius factory. Midland is the global headquarters for Dow Chemical. It has one of the highest concentrations of PhDs per capita in the entire country. It's so deep into science culture that the local H Hotel and its restaurants are completely themed after the periodic table of elements. Literally, eating in a diner is like being in a science lab. Also, when we look at the demographics breakdown of Midland, it's slightly less diverse than the rest of Michigan. So according to the latest data, white residents make up about 86.3% of the population, while black and African American residents make up about 2%. That breaks down to the black and white ratio being roughly 1 to 43, meaning there's about one black resident for every 43 white residents. The rest is, the rest of the makeup is mixed, about 3.3% Asian and then 3.2% multiracial. The third fact, or the third, I guess, interesting thing I found out about Midland is that it is home to one of the longest tree canopy walks in the entire United States. It's located inside Whiting Forest at the Dow Gardens, stretching a massive 1,400 feet long and taking you 40 feet high up in the air. You're literally walking through the forest treetops. Definitely a must go to or a must visit if you aren't scared of heights, obviously. And the fourth fact I found out that, Midland is low-key very massive. When people think about big Michigan cities, they think about Detroit or Grand Rapids. But in terms of actual landmass, Midland is the 5th largest city in the state. It's spanning over 36 square miles. It's surprising because people, theirs make it feels like it's some tight-knit, progressive small town, but the borders are huge. Finally, fact number 5. You're currently looking at the best place to retire in the entire United States. Seriously, the U.S. News and World Report officially ranked Midland, Michigan as the #1 place to retire as of 2026. They looked at over 850 cities, and Midland bid out the traditional hotspots like Florida and Texas by focusing on what really matters. That's quality of life, walkability, access to nature, and an incredible affordability. Also, the median home value is well below the national average. It's a place where you can keep high quality of life without breaking the bank, and it's official. Midland isn't just a place to work. It's a place where you can actually retire, kick back, and enjoy the rest of your life. Yeah, man, I figured I'd just give y'all a quick little 5 facts sheet about Midland, Michigan. It's something cool, about knowing where you're going and just understanding the history and the vibe and the ground beneath the tires. It turns a simple ride into a whole new experience when you can actually take in and comprehend what you're seeing.
Okay. Alright. So my bike is telling me to go down here. I think I see the Tridge straight ahead, actually. What's crazy is I've been over here a lot of times, but I've never actually went and walked on the Tridge. Never actually walked the Tridge. Been here plenty of times. That's crazy. I actually didn't even know it was here. Here's the famous iconic Tridge, where a lot of people just come out and walk and sit. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Come on here and check it out. We're gonna walk the Tridge. Let me just find a nice little parking spot for us. Okay, right here. Got the workers cleaning up. Oh. Some people just literally come out here and sit. Waiting if I want to park my bike. Right here. Or over there. Over there seeming like a real nice spot. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Park in this shade. You just running around in your car with your shirt off, huh? Okay. Only reason I say that because he actually pulled up with no shirt on. So don't think I'm out here just judging.
All right, we've made it to the star of the show, the Tridge. If you've never been, it's not just a bridge, it's an engineering marvel right in the heart of Midland. The name, it matches up, Triple Bridge, because it's a 3-way pedestrian footbridge that joins at a central hub over the water. It spans the exact point where the Tibbetawasee and Chippewa rivers meet. Back in the day, this area was all industrial train tracks and old mills, but they flipped the script in 1981, turning it into a community heart that you see today. They've kept it up to date over the years with new improvements, and they've even added cameras to keep it safe so for everyone hanging out there. If you're standing at the center of the hub, just follow the signs. It'll point you right to the Chippewa Nature Center, the dog park, or the local disc golf course. It's a cool place to see that's been here for decades, still serving as the main connector to the whole city. That murky water we see at the Tridge is primarily due to, suspended sediments such as silt, clay, and different organic matter that happens during a rainstorm or rainfall, or even changes in flow of the river, which results in that cloudy, murky look we just seen. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more like it, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and tell me where should I go next, what city around Michigan, or even anywhere that I should check out. I'm curious to hear from y'all. Check y'all in the next Swintnation video. Peace.